And we're back with some more megamanzxadvent. Last time we returned to the mysterious lab and bested Headshot. It also got another sub-tank. I suppose did some more requests for our troubles. Yeah, I should probably do that. Yeah. So, this time around, we are going to head to the final area. So wait, hold on. Oh my god, it's been a while and I'm already forgetting. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm already forgetting. Yeah, we did you. There we go. Here's some blocks. Give them a good old smack. And into the door. It really stinks down here. This is no ordinary sewage. Is it coming from inside? Most biominerals don't really have a sense of smell. I'm kinda glad I'm not you right now. That's no fair. Always, anyway, hey, this smells foul. Let's have a look inside. The biolab. Yoink. Oh. Nice. Yeah. Not even Mega Man is safe from the first sewage level. Sure. But this does give us a reason to show off Headshot. Sniped. And a shotgun. I see that. Slice. There we go. Ow. Jerk. Good, got some mice. Or rats. I should say. Actually, wait, are they rats? Yeah, one of the perks of Headshot is that Headshot can actually spin under these guys. Oh shit! All right. Oh shit. Alright. Whoa. Slice. Slice. There we go. Jerk. Think we'll find Pizza Rat down here. Probably not. What the hell's going on out there? The smell must have been coming from here. It's industrial sewage. Gross. But this equipment This is obviously not just a ruin. Let's go ahead and find out what this place really is. Let's see, switch it over to Queen B. Yeah, we're getting closer to... We are getting ever closer to the end game of this. And you can guess by all this liquid. This place houses our last Psuedoroid as well. There's a nice biometal upgrade, which... So for this one, you gotta make sure that the first one that you lifted, the first one of these things that you lifted, is like covering the other pipe. Otherwise, the water won't fill. Yeah, like so. And from there, grab a biometal upgrade. That just leaves one more. By the way, one of the perks of Queen Bee. Apparently Queen Bee is light enough to not knock these things down. So, speaking of Queen Bee... So, interesting enough, so this part right here, this is one of the pathways. That one leads to a secret disc. Now, the other path requires you swimming through all of this. Which you can do with Fetus or Chrono Force, but why do that? But you can just cheese the whole thing. Wonder how far we can take this through. How far can I take this? Because I am petty. Oh, okay, let's just drop it. That thing probably would have filled up sub-tanks, but we are missing 2 sub-tanks. Yoink! Ow! Damn it. Yeah, by this point in the game, there's not really much reason to use. There's not really much reason to use. Ow! Sure. That's one pathway that we can take, but there's an alternate pathway. There's an extra life. Ow. Another secret disc. See these little ice shards? Yeah, Model F can destroy them. There's the other way, with all that goop. Ripped straight out of Mario Sunshine. Punch. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, yes, I know that Fire Red and Leaf Green are actually getting a re-release. soon enough on the eShop. Which means that you don't have to spend an entire kidney to get a physical copy, at the very least.
A big mechanoid? And there are more inside.
Are you surprised? These soldiers were all born here. They're to be used one day by the Megaman King.
Albert thought about all of this?
My name is Bifrost, guardian of the sleeping soldiers. When the new world is born, they shall awaken and exterminate the old world inhabitants. But for now, Megaman Model A, I shall exterminate you!
I'd like to see you try.
I shall crush every last one of your bones with my jaws.
Meet Bifrost. Easily the largest Psuedoroid in the entirety of the ZX continuity. It's like a souped-up version of Wheelgator from Mega Man X2. You're probably wondering why I'm using the homing laser instead of using his weakness, which is, well, the fire element. Oh, nuts. That's because... God damn it. Because if there is a Psuedoroid medal... Whoa! For defeating this guy with only the homing laser. But I don't know if I think out of all the Psuedoroid medals, Bifrost actually has like the easiest ones to get. Like, his are piss easy. Whoa! Also, I think Bifrost is probably my favorite from like a design standpoint. Whoa! I like how absolutely massive this guy is. Oh yeah, I forgot he can do that. I mentioned Wheelgator, and of course he's got that buzzsaw. But unlike Wheelgator, he can actually shoot out his teeth. Oh boy. Whoa! There we go. Gold medal.
Am I the one being exterminated? Is it you who shall bring about the new world, and not we? It is you, after all!
You know, if I had a nickel for every single time the final Psuedoroid we ended up fighting against was, of course, the largest one, I'd have 2 nickels. Well, one of the largest. I don't think Protectoros is the largest in ZX1. Like, not even close. There we go, that's Bifrost. The last Psuedoroid. Okay, it's these things, from all the way back in the beginning. Up ahead. I remember those. Those are the blocks that we couldn't break, no matter how hard we tried. We might be able to use Bifrost's Buzz to do the trick. One of the attack buttons activates a spinning blade, Crocodile wheel, and the other attack button fires the Ice Fang. To fire the Ice Fang, hold down the other attack button. When you release it, You can bite and destroy things in your path. There are 2 hidden moves that Bifrost can perform that aren't shown on the profile screen. One is a Stamp Squash, and the other is the Tail Assault. They take skill to master, but when you do, you can go on a rampage. So what Model A was referring to there is this. Yes, you can straight up jump on enemies. And also, every time you turn around, you notice that Bifrost actually swings his tail. There's the Crocodile wheel, reminiscent of the spin wheel from Megaman X2. Probably one of my favorite of the X games. Bada boom. Look how big this guy is. The trade-off with Bifrost here is that you can't go through doors. Because he's too big. And people said Ridley was too big. That's strange. This transerver isn't on. Currently in standby mode. Insert initialization key to resume. Is this the transerver that Thomas was talking about? Yeah. I'll use the initialization key. Initialization key verified. Coordinate data verified. Switching to active mode. Not sure if that's coming up on camera that bad. Yes, it worked. I suspect Albertida will be at that transerver destination. Let's make sure we do this right. But first, there's an actual transerver checkpoint. Before we do that, mission report, 200 energy crystals, data. Let's see. Let's make our way over here first. Because I still want to get those 2 side quests out of the way. Because, yeah, the next some company next part is gonna be nothing but yeah, because doesn't tell us be the next part, not just are we gonna be proceeding with the plot, but also getting whatever item we missed. So let's get this out of the way. Whoa. Ow. Shook. Do that. At the very least, this does mean we can now... At the very least, I could do this. Here we go. Yeah, I would argue that I find it funny how like both the hardest Psuedoroid to get the medals for and the easiest Psuedoroid to get the medals for are in the same goddamn area. Let's see. There's one plant we can take. But that is not the plant I want to focus it on. Cactus, no. Let's see. Jerk. This one's tempting, but there's another tree further down. Another cactus. Let's see. You. No. You can only pick up one potted plant at a time. Pick up this one? Yes. Oh. Why'd I do that? By the way, there are the other two. There's the other tree if you wanted. Alright, these guys. I have a buster, I'm not afraid to use it. Yeah. Yeah, that particular fucking quest with the Cabanos is one I'm not gonna do. Because... Oh, air dash, how I missed thee. You don't realize how good it is to have an air dash until it's like you don't have it. By the way, here's an interesting little tidbit. If you try to stand on the hoverboard with Bifrost, this happens. Look at that. Now, I tend to forget that this path is, like, here. Not gonna lie. Oh. Data disk. And another data disk. No, because we still have... I'm not gonna transport out of here. Still we still have that other mission to do. Ooh. Sliced. That being to put out the fire. We don't stop the fire. Luckily, we already got the sub-tank here earlier, so we don't have to worry about that. We just focus on doing side quests here. By the way, interesting little tidbit. There's the fire. Switch over to Queen. That way. Grab this. There you go. That's how you do it. By the way, don't ask me... By the way, I am aware that several of these Psuedoroids actually have different moves if you're playing on normal and expert. As in, they gain a new move exclusive to those difficulties. Don't ask me what they are, because I've only ever beaten megamanzxadvent on normal mode once, I think. And that was for a ZZ medal, or ZZ card, which is kind of like a built-in achievement for the Legacy Collection. Anyway, I'm relieved to hear that the fire is out. Thank you very much. It used to be my older brother's. Please take it. Wind boots. That is going to be helpful for when we eventually go get the start going after the sub-tank in the ancient ruins. Because yes, just like one of the sub-tanks in the original ZX, there's a sub-tank exclusive to a particular quest. There we go. By the way, interesting little tidbit. If you dash and shoot, the shots actually do more damage. There's the mechanoid. Ripped straight out of Megaman X1. Thank you for bringing the plant. Hand it over the potted plant. Let's put it over there. Yes, there's something soothing about having a plant in the room. Oh boy. This is for your trouble. 400 energy crystals! Be sure to come and water it sometimes, okay? Oh, that's right. I better water it. Watered the plant! Yeah, the thing about the more natural looking plants is that they do require water, which luckily you can just dump a whole bucket of water on the damn things. This is not the case for the mechanical plant. There's this guy. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about this guy right here. George. My name is George. As you can see, I'm a hunter. Now I'm waiting for energy stores to arrive. Oh, you're the guy with the defend the boxes quest. Right. It's another one of those mini games. We gotta defend the boxes. What do you have to say? Can't believe this! My father gave me that pendant for my 5th birthday. To have it stolen by some mechanoid? It's unforgivable. It took off toward that sewage over there. I just know that it went into one of those strange looking buildings. You aren't going to just stand there, are you? You're gonna get my pendant back, right? Yes. That's strange. That strange looking building. And it's called the Biolab? It's definitely in there. Get back my pendant from that mechanoid. Look at our medals. Yeah, I'm still of the stance that Bifrost is easily the easiest one of the 8 to get the biomedal by the Psuedoroid medals from. Because, oh boy, compared to Ugoyle and Argoyle, yeah. It's typically why if I'm going for the Psuedoroid medals, which I've only done that once, I tend to reserve that. Oh, wait. I tend to reserve that. Ow. Oh, of course, you can shoot through walls, but I can't. By the way, fun little trivia about the secret biometal. That secret biometal is the only one that the only form you can take that can shoot through walls. Yeah. Alright. Bunch of goons. Hired goons. So. There you are. Attendant unlocked. But she's gonna have to wait for the next part before we can hand it over. There we go. Sure. There we go. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Damn, now I want to play Sonic Adventure 2 again. By the way, before I end this, I want to say this. Yes, I have beaten Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, and I very much enjoyed it. So, I will say this right now, Fates is what I would argue to be a better version of Three Houses. There we go. So anyway, hot takes aside, I'm gonna call that a part for megamanzxadvent. Hard to believe we're already at the end game, goddamn. Feels like a week ago that we just started this Let's Play and we're almost done, goddamn. But yeah, next time on megamanzxadvent, we're gonna make our way to that secret area over here that Albert is hiding out in. So yeah, if you enjoyed this part, despite the fact that I didn't really talk much, feel free to like and subscribe, and while you're at it, check out my non-gaming stuff over on Tumblr, and if you're able to, keywords able to, especially in times like this, feel free to donate to either my Patreon or Ko-Fi. Either one helps. And so, until then, see you all next time for some more megamanzxadvent. Getting closer to the end. Bye.